I apologize to the stream. I've had it on the be right back sign this whole time.
Oh, jeez.
But you haven't missed anything except this, so whatever. Alright, I am back, and it looks like we have a lot of the same bans, but this time the Sven gets banned out, as well as the rest of these Uber carries. But Spectre is still in the pool. Who's picking? Hey, back it up, dog. Not allowed to have chocolate.
Oh, yeah, I turned on your stream just to go and look, actually, and I just noticed that the draft came on, and then you switched it right to the be right back screen. Oh, there's the
Oh, might have been because I was like getting up. I just thought like I'll be right back, so I'm gonna click
yeah,
be right back. That's
just
so
happened
dumb.
instinctually. Dazzle.
Guzzle.
It's Slinks is gonna hurt if Dazzle gets debuffs onto whoever his target is. It's gonna hurt real bad. I think. If this is a Dazzle 5, I like either having a Blightstone or an Orb of Venom. I think they can really bully the Magnus if the Magnus is a 3.
Oh, it's gonna be a mid Magnus.
Could be mid Magnus.
Oh, it's gonna be mid. I'm just saying it right now.
I could see it. I don't know if Stimmate plays the hero. I don't know if any of them play the hero, but watch it be Gambit on Magnus. I think Gambit's like guaranteed lock for Disruptor this game.
Stimmate has played Magnus several times.
Okay.
But what about the Pipsqueaker? Has he played the Magnus? He does not look like he plays the Magnus. So it's offlane Magnus. I was just kidding.
What's the pick here? Slardar?
Or it's carry Magnus. Or I don't know what I'm talking about, and I'm just going to stop talking for the rest of the draft.
Alright. Indomitable Heart is doing Indomitable Heart things. They're having fun, drafting weird-ass shit that I don't know what to say about, but
Now,
I like that.
yeah, we're going to see an Axe and a Life Stealer next. They're just going to be blinking in on people. We're not going to really see that.
Lifestealer got banned.
Oh,
Like, Indomitable Heart banned their own Lifestealer
Silly,
if they were
silly.
going to make that. No, I don't think that was going out. Yeah, they picked the Magnus and immediately banned Drow and Lifestealer, so I was expecting it to be a Magnus 3, but this changes things.
Yeah.
Honestly, I hope that's a Slardar 1. That would be so much fun. Like,
That'd be cool.
oh, and there's the Venomancer. Alright, Digital Habitat. Why do you gotta do this? I don't want to watch a Venomancer game.
I'm always
no one
curious
wants
to
to
see
play
how the
with
Venomancers play. Like, do they play aggro and take up farm from the enemy, or do they play too scared? Like, if you're ever a Veno and you're feeling yourself enough to be in the enemy jungle, taking 2 or 3 camps, that means your team's probably winning that game. Like,
Venomancer is the type of hero that's just gonna completely take control of the lane. Just by using wards, putting them everywhere, just farming up. You have good vision, it's hard to gank. There's the Naga Siren.
ooh. Ooh la la. These guys are going into the late games, what they're doing here.
And I've been having a craving for Naga Siren recently, so I'm actually really excited they picked that. But that means the chances of it being a Slardar 1 are lower, which is disappointing me. And I'm gonna have to have a serious discussion with Gambit if this isn't Slardar 1. I know he's not the drafter, but we're gonna have to have a talk.
This is good. We got a Magnus. We got a Slaughter Blink Initiation. We got Earth Spirit Rolling Boulder. We got some good initiations here. I want to call out some really good team fights, hopefully.
So I really like Naga Siren Disruptor. I absolutely love that combo.
Yeah, me
If you
too.
catch like 2 to 3 heroes in your song, and they're all right near each other, it's the easiest setup in the world for Disruptor's ults.
Yeah, and it's really hard at that point to mess it up. You can't like, oh crap, right when you RP'd, I accidentally Wyvern ulted. Like, oh no. In this case, it's like, as long as the Disruptor doesn't try to get overly zealous and like throw his ult out fast, and then the Siren ults at the same time. If that doesn't happen, you're golden.
I mean, Naga's also like the fastest move speed hero in the game, and she's going to be buying something with a Yasha. So I imagine whenever they smoke gank, she might be the one in front.
Well, you know why that is? It's because of her snake-like tail. The motion
Yeah,
really lets you get going. It's
that's
so
it's just
fast.
slow.
Because hers is split. Like her tail, like it's too fancy. They
Okay, yeah,
split the end.
stable.
Yeah, yeah. It loses that. The most of the leverage comes at the end of the tail. I'm sure you know.
I believe it. I didn't know before that statement, but I could see why. If that's a fact, I I could see that. Although Venomancer also has that tail, and he's quite slow as well.
So Radiant banned out the AoE of Zeus and Leshrac to try so they can't deal with the Naga illusions in the later game. And right now,
I like that. Those
they,
are two very good.
they
Bans.
have the AoE like Veno damage. They have the burst heal from Dazzle, which is gonna hit some of the things. And then the Clinks has that strafe thing where he can hit multiple targets later in the game. But
Mhm.
and the Earth Spirit's got his ticking damage over time with the ultimate. But like not a lot of AoE damage like to deal with the illusions. Really,
Yeah.
if they get a pipe, I feel like that offsets
So,
most
like,
of the damage from Dire.
Veno is most of it. Yeah. So Dazzle's all physical. Naga Siren's high armor. Clinks is all physical, right? His Clinks' auto attack is
Yep,
physical, isn't it? Okay.
show
Or his
is.
quick cast or whatever the hell they're called.
Yeah, searing arrows. It's weird that they
So
would
yeah.
sear you if they're physical damage, but you know, whatever. Just saying. Feels more like fire damage to me.
So we're gonna start incorporating elements into Dota 2 in the next patch.
Well, I
Just
guess
make things even more complicated.
technically all damage is physical damage, right? Because you're taking the damage. Spirit Breaker. All
I
right,
am
yeah.
in love with this draft. I don't know
I
what the heck they've done, but I love it.
they got super aggro, run at you, and let Naga farm kind of feel right now.
Yeah.
It feels bad to be Earth Spirit in this game. Let me just say that. Like you don't have but one hero that you feel comfortable rolling in on. All the rest of these guys are like, yeah, come on, dude, hit me. And then Clinks doesn't have a lot of pick off targets until he gets like a couple of damage items. Dazzle's feeling a little scared.
Like, depending on how the Spirit Breaker slash Slardar, or maybe just the Spirit Breaker, but depending on how the Spirit Breaker builds, like Disruptor's pretty much the only pick off target for Clinks.
hmm At least for the early game. Mid game, if he gets a couple damage items, he could pick off a couple of the others. But
Mhm.
I'm curious what this last pick's going to be for DH here. I feel like they're missing something, but God knows I don't know what it is. Just like you gotta deal with the illusions, and you want somebody who's not gonna get. They want to sustain through the burst of this like onslaught of the initiation
What
from
do they need? Do they need a
IH.
mid, or do they need an offlaner? Or do they need a support?
I mean,
DH has a lot of variety in this draft.
yeah, I
Or...
think that's what they were going for, but it feels like the enemy team just picked what they wanted anyway, and they didn't really get baited by it by the confusion.
I definitely like this Indomitable Heart draft better than their game one draft. I don't know if that's just me personally liking several of the heroes, but
I'm trying to remember in the game one draft. I think I liked the IH draft game one. I just don't like the execution. Right now, DH's draft is leaving me a little nervous for them. And the Necro again. So there's the sustain through the burst initiation. Alright, so these guys are going to be trying to kite out these fights. So here's what I have to say about this so far. Last game,
so Necro win this time.
Last game, IH did a bad job of like making decisions and getting into fights and out of fights. Right? They were kind of in and out, bouncing around. That's what DH wants them to do this game. So if they keep doing that, it's going to play into DH's hands here with these heroes that do damage over time, large sustain, heals. So I'm very curious to see how the Radiant, how IH executes this game, because they can't play it the way they were playing those team fights last game, or they'll play right into Digital Habitat's hands.
If you don't have Naga Siren Song on the side of IH, once you're in a fight, you have to commit to it. There's no getting out against this team.
All right, we're in for a good one, it looks like.
I feel about the Magnus 1, but
You got to see it. You got your
Oh.
wit. No, you wanted the Slardar one.
If it was Slardar 1 and Magnus 3, I'd be calling it IH right now. But
Look at all the gold on their team. It's beautiful. The mag item, the Slar item.
yeah,
Pretty.
Naga Siren's not too gold, but she's shiny.
Shiny. Beastie Earth Spirit. Oh, alright. So we got Earth Spirit player over there.
The
Flail.
mid Naga Siren, which I also have not seen in a while.
That is what you sound like.
I miss the days of RTZ Naga Siren.
I wasn't watching Dota then.
Oh. Stop it.
I
Alright.
started watching at Kiev Major.
On IH, Pipsqueaker on the Naga mid. We got the carry Magnus 70 going bottom lane with his lane partner Gambit on the Disruptor. We got good starting items on Disruptor, Gambit, Magnus is interesting. Mid, okay, and then pause 3, Slardar up here with Stimmate. Lot of regen. And then the pause 4 dude on the Spirit Breaker with the classic Orb of Venom and a lot of regen as well. On to you for the Dire.
Oh, you just forgot about Disruptor, didn't you?
No, I got him.
Did you? Did you say him? Okay. Last thing I heard was Spirit Breaker. Anyway, starting from the bottom lane, we got Beastie playing on the position 4 Earth Spirit, and we got Venomancer being played by Rhino, position 3. In the middle lane, we have Jarek Hadra playing Necrophos. He's got that beautiful bird skin that I love. The position 5, we have Tornado playing Dazzle. And
Got
for
the
position
Blightstone.
1, we got Juki Poo, Dot Coochie Man.
That's fucking
playing
weird,
Blade.
dude. Alright. Here goes.
Oh, they're doing something here, top.
What's gonna happen? They're gonna be too late for the fucking rune, though. Like, I don't know what.
Oh, there's the
Nice bash.
There's gonna be another one. Yep.
The dude abides. All
You get
right.
first blood.
That was weird though. Like they got it, but then they also like gave up the rune as a result.
Yeah.
And then
was-
bottom lane got
One
one rune each.
for,
No, they got 2 runes.
Heart.
Yeah, so 3 for DH. All right, let's pull up the last hits.
You get first blood. It's onto your Spirit Breaker though, which kind of sucks, but it's whatever. At least they can't get first blood.
We're gonna see how this lane goes here.
And this
Let's
is
see.
actually that could be a hard lane for the Naga Siren.
I'm hoping this Dazzle last hit like harass the crap out of people with this Blightstone. Oh, dude says nope. I don't want to fight with this harass.
It's done.
I'm gonna pull the lane.
Tornado may be memeing, but I really hope he's not. He has first item Desolator queued up.
Ooh, Gambit tries to pull the creeps back, but he's a little bit too late thinking about it. Nice try, Gambit. Both lanes, both off lanes, pulling the creep wave back around behind their towers. And the mid lane, kind of going back and forth. We got the Necro should be winning this lane, as I'm not surprised. Let's see how Pipsqueaker does.
Yeah, I think this is going to be a hard Naga lane.
Tornado doing his
Necro
thing.
often suffers early from having lower attack damage, but that's not the case in this matchup.
Ooh, Beastie gets what he wants. The solo disruptor. He's going to be a dead disruptor.
Gambit, stop it. Deny? Deny?
Alright, 70 with the
under
charge
the
of tower.
tower.
Very nice. Actually,
Block
one more auto
charge.
attack. There is going to kill the Beastie too.
Got
Very
the kill!
nice. 70. That was the long con by Gambit. Gambit planned the whole thing out. He's like, I'm going to stay here and give up my death to get a kill for the Magnet.
Yeah, that's literally how they had it on the drawing board.
Meanwhile, we're running out of regen in the top lane for the Radiant. Dire's going to go pull. Beautifully done.
I like...
Don't
Wow,
forget
Spirit
about
Breaker is actually so much tankier.
the
than Slardar.
wand on Venno gives him the kill.
IH is dead again.
Yep. Gambit forgot about the wand. He's got two aggro onto this Venno, and Rhino said, "Ha pop, pop the wand." 70's just alone, last hitting, doing well. Top of the last hits behind the Necro.
I didn't laugh. Oh yeah, Pipsqueaker's gonna try his best to get ahead in the jungle, but
Jera says, no sir, I'm gonna come over there and apply the pressure.
he knows what he's doing. He's playing it the same way you would play against an alchemist.
What's happening up top lane? Oh, Dazzler going down almost. One more hit. The bash queued up. There it is. Long range auto attack by the melee hero.
Ooh, the bash by dude, 17%.
Ooh, unfortunate courier timing.
He won't lose his life.
Alright, Pipsqueaker is struggling in that mid lane. Out last hitting by double
That'd be real hard.
double last hits on the Necro with 5 denies to none. These guys are just farming up the
literally only lane's only gonna get better for the Necrophos. Naga's just gonna have to hope to jungle.
Yeah, I'm curious when she decides to jungle and who goes takes her lane. Because at that point, you don't want to be laning against the Necro.
She can jungle right now. That hero.
And there she is.
Matter of whether she wants to.
Doing the stack. Gets it. Beautifully
Stack?
done. Davai. Orange saying, let's go. Gambit's trying to make some shit happen, but don't forget there's still that Earth
and that's
Spirit.
an illusion rune.
Pipsqueaker's running her the hell away, doing little circles. Oh, very nice stun, but the charge still comes out. We got a deny ready. Nope, Gambit didn't get it, but we got the kill on the Dire before the Radiant died, so that's something. Net worth looks like the Necro is far ahead, followed by both the safe lane and off lane of the Radiant. Tied with the this Dire carry. Oh, very nice stun. Good rotation by dude. Very nicely done, dude.
Oh, I was thinking it's like I was like, all right, that's not awful for the Veno, but I forgot he was the 3.
Mm-hmm. Okay, looks like we're gonna get 2 runes apiece again, or 2 runes apiece at this time. Excuse me. Dazzle deny, very nice. Spirit Breaker TP'd bottom. Now he's starting to think about what he wants to do next. Dropping some vision along the way. Necro just bullying our mid lane Naga player. And the damage output begins from up top. They're chasing Slardar. He's just gonna sprint and run the hell away.
And this Clinks is pretty rich as well.
Yep. If we're looking at levels, we only got 1 level 6 in the game so far, followed by a bunch of people about to hit level 6. And our Dazzle feels so bad at level 2. Okay, just hits level 3. He's been doing a lot of zoning. If we look at the damage charts right now, he's probably up there somewhere. So Slardar feels like he can't do anything in this lane without his buddy here to help him, so he's just sitting here leeching XP while he can. Necro's still zoning this this Naga, trying to say, you're going to get last hits in the lane, and only when I can't stop you.
Going on this down bottom.
Ooh, yeah, Veno's going to be going down here most likely.
It's doing his best.
All you need is 1 bash.
Skewer forward.
Okay,
They get the kill on him.
Didn't
They're
need
gonna
the
go
bash. Nice RP.
Oh, RP committed?
I like that. Commit the RP, use those big spells, get the kills, don't hold them for too long. Very nicely done. Meanwhile, top lane, Dazzler gets too fancy and has to use Shalgrave and runs away as Stimmate's trying to pull this creep wave to get some lat. He's like, I can't just get the XP, I need the gold, I need the money. Nice play there by the Radiant. Dire, as long as, okay, Spirit Breaker's rotating away. As long as Spirit Breaker's hanging out down there, they have that lane heavily in the Radiant's favor, but going mid now, I don't know what you're going to hope to do here, except leech XP.
Goodbye.
He realizes the same thing at the same time and says, nope, we're going back bottom. And it's too late because they've lost their carry. Sad day. I think at that point, the Spirit Breaker...
70 empowered Disruptor before he died.
Yeah, at that point the Spirit Breaker felt bad. He's like, I'm sitting bottom a long time. I feel like I should do something else. But then, no, you shouldn't. That's exactly what you should have been doing. But Disruptor rotates middle. Trying to save the dive onto the Pipsqueaker, but he doesn't have level 6 yet, so he can't really do anything except that. And now Disruptor's out of mana too, so you need to get the hell out of there or you're maybe going to give up your own life. Oh, Spirit Breaker's charging in. I don't know what's happening here though. You're not going to kill him.
Yeah, Pipsqueaker has to run. Scythe
Well,
will. There's no mana.
yeah, he's out of mana actually. A lucky bash or two, and you
One
could.
bash.
Ooh, if that had bashed, there was a chance, but no dice. All right, and just like last game, the Radiant is pushing the bottom tower as soon as people rotate out of the lane. But 2-3 minutes earlier this time. And that's what Vendo's gonna do, just park himself in the lane and say, alright, it's my time to shine. And fortify. I hate that fucking mechanic.
Yeah, this is what Veno does.
Slardar
It's
gets the
just
last
had
hit.
to take this, man.
Yeah. Oh, but they're TPing in with the Pipsqueaker. He says, look at all these wards I can farm. Beautiful. I can get some gold finally. There's no Necro to bully me here.
Oh,
That's actually something I think you want that on Radiant here. This is good for him. Like, Necro's probably not going to kill you. Well, Earth Spirit with Necro could, except you got the Spirit Breaker to save you too. Yeah, it's good. He's gonna get some farm. Let's look at the net worth charts. Oh, wow, yeah, way down there. Second, no, just above 50% now. Dire is winning the net worth. All 3 cores above all 3 cores of the Radiant. Oh, dude starts charging, but Pipsqueaker says, no, I'm last hitting, please.
I mean, Naga doesn't have too much kill potential without other stuns. You don't really scale in Snail or Song. In Snare or Song.
And Snail, guys.
Yeah, in Snail. I can't speak, you know me. Yeah, but no, most Nagas don't get those abilities. Like, a point into either until level 9. Unless they're, like, in a really high kill potential lane. And they'll grab, like, 1 point and ensnare.
Slardar wants someone to come help him kill this Clinks, but nobody around. He's level 6 now, so he's got his Corrosive Haze. And the Naga is a little bit alone. But the other team is not rotating down, they're going back towards the mid lane. There we go. Stimmate gets the help he called for, but in comes the Dazzle with the save.
There's the Shallow Grave. Oh,
RP comes off just a little late, but they're both going to go down still. They may lose Stimmate as a result. Nope, they will not.
They'll also lose Beastie.
That was a very, very nice RP. Way to show up in the nick of time.
Stimmate still might die. Hug the tower,
Veno
buddy.
TP's in too and then dies.
Veno's gonna pay for it as well.
But he's going to take dude with him.
Deny dude.
No.
I do? Oh, he's TPing? Okay.
He lives.
That's fine.
Great rotations by the Radiant. Just like, that's one of those situations where their people arrived a second before the enemy people. If it had been reversed, if the enemy had been a little faster with the TPs, it would have gone the other way.
Ooh, Radiant's queued up for the Necrophos, and he's actually really close.
Necro is so far ahead.
500 gold away from Sacred Relic.
And during the whole fight, everybody on the entire team dies, but the Necro, who's now just further and further ahead.
Got a mid tower out of that fight, so.
Yeah, that's actually good. Like, if you're going to lose your whole team, the Necro's farming and getting tower, like, what do you want? What else do you want?
Bad for our digital habitat, but good for Necrophos, that's for sure.
All of this has been happening with the Necro's items being a Null Talisman and Phase Boots. Like, he has no items, but he's just got levels enough to stop himself from dying. Now with the Radiance, it's going to be huge. Dude is tanky. Can he survive long enough to get help in? Nope, Magnus is running away.
Charge away.
The charge. Oh,
Oh,
off the mark. Nice try. That was a really good job by Beastie, but that's hard to time because you got like 3/4 of a second to click it. But dude's gonna die anyway.
Okay, he's going for the tower to kill him. That's fine. Better than the Lynx getting a solo kill or something.
He had a TP scroll though. I don't know if he couldn't have like stopped here and TP'd. I don't know.
Maxed out Rolling Boulder, 4-second cooldown. I mean, he was almost as fast as a Spirit Breaker.
Alright, you got the Dragonlance up on Clinks. Going for the damage outputting Desolator next, the Stygian Desolator. Although, actually, no, that's the neutral item now. This is no longer Stygian Desolator. It's old school right there. And now Veno's moved his way to the top lane and says, it's my turn to start taking another lane.
Ooh, Naga Siren getting empowered. Oh, that's so fun.
Oh, it's
He went for a
disgusting.
wind base. Just so fast. He's gonna get that Yasha 8% move speed. Gross.
Is there anybody in the game faster? 415 movement speed compared to... No, nobody
I think
even
she has
close.
the highest base in the game now after that last update. Yep, this is a dead Veno.
My god, 1 ensnare and 2 rounds of auto attacks and the Veno's basically dead.
Oh, but coming in with a save is the Dazzle.
He calls in 2 TPs though. This is going to allow
yeah.
Slardar to go push bottom.
Riptide, 60 physical, 60 magical damage, and 8 armor reduction.
Very nice. And those images give
Yeah,
him
so
the
that is
pursuit
sweet.
under tower without putting himself in harm's way. It's nice. That's good. They rotated 2 people top now, and they're going to keep pushing top. We're going to have to cause the rest of the Dire to rotate.
Courier thing, though. Ooh, she lost her courier before she got the Yasha. She's not gonna have that Yasha for 2 minutes. That really sucks. Oh, if
RP?
they find
Oh, a little
RP
too
is just barely
slow.
off the clinks.
Disruptor goes down. Here comes the song to let them
I'd like to
decide,
see
and
it
they're
too,
deciding to
yep.
get the fuck out. All of the Dire rotates up here. Radiant splits up and goes back to pushing other lanes. Nicely done by the Radiant. Dire did a pretty good job there too. Beastie getting into the back on the Disruptor and blowing things up.
It's a very good song from Pipsqueaker. He knew they just had to get out at that point.
Yeah, at that point, that's the whole don't hem and haw, just get the heck out. And they're gonna lose. The Dire's gonna take top tower out of it, but that's okay. I think you just let them do that. There's probably a fortify.
That
But they're
answer
not-
has his
not gonna
courier in
waste
the
it.
secret shop. What does he have queued? Oh, he's waiting for that Void Stone.
How's
He's
the
gonna
Radiance
have
is
a full Yule
on the
Scepter.
way. Radiance is on the way on the Necro, by the way. 14,
minutes?
15 minutes.
That's insane.
There it is.
The Naga's catching back up though. Only 1k behind
Yes,
the Necrophos now, but
and if the game continues even remotely like this, that's gonna spiral more and more. The Necro will outfarm that, or sorry, the Naga will outfarm the Necro by a lot.
Mhm.
So now Dire needs to make a concerted effort to gank the Necro or take team fights, and objectives making the Naga come back. I keep saying Necro
it just
instead of
really
Naga.
it really sucks that his Naga's courier died before he got that Yasha.
Yeah.
Yasha's so important to your farming speed.
See, I think you appreciate that more than I do, because I think, yeah, it helps a little, but it's not that big a deal, right?
I mean, 8% move speed. It's really good for your illusions, so they can cover more ground before they die, since they're on a timer.
That's nice, I guess. I don't have a full appreciation for all that carried mumbo jumbo.
Oh, I would be depressed in this game if if that happened to me in any game. If that happened to me, I would be so sad.
The Dire is all bottom. What are they doing? Ooh, what a draw. Look how am I drawing? Why does it have so many... You see that? It's like drawing 5 lines at once.
Mm-hmm.
I don't understand. Okay, enough of that. Dire is all bottom. Why? They're going to go for this tower, but that's a lot of manpower for a tower. They could be farming in the jungle or other things. I'm confused.
Yeah, that Yasha was 35 movement speed or 33 movement speed for the
That's pretty big.
Naga Siren.
Blink dagger up on Slardar. He runs under reward so that Dire know he has the blink.
It's like they're just gonna take this tier 2 bottom. Still habitat.
Yeah, I guess so. And Radiant took a T1. They're going for another T1. Are they going to fortify, or are they going to keep pushing? It looks like they're going to come bottom and fight.
That Legion's going everywhere.
Oh, okay. This is they're gonna catch this Necro is what they're going for. It looks
This
like.
Necrophos is low. Yep. Where's the Disruptor? Disruptor's stuck in the tree.
Oh,
Disruptor's stuck
too
in the
slow on
trees.
the Q. Oh, too slow on the E. But this is good. This is good. Radiant's gonna win this fight. It looks like. Although they did everything they could to lose it. Oh. No, Dire wins it. They have the other people all back out because the Veno ult zoned them out.
You can see Gambit pinging. He was stuck in the trees there. He couldn't ult for that fight.
That
he was out of range.
Was it a Veno ward that stuck him in the trees? I couldn't tell, but it looked like it could have been.
The Veno ward, yeah. There's a Veno ward on one side of him and the trees on every other side of him.
That Veno ward doing work. Nicely done, Veno. that fight was 100% in Radiant's hands, except for that Veno ward apparently, because they got stuck. You didn't get off his ult onto but one hero, and that's not enough.
Like, this game actually looks so much different right now. If Gambit just doesn't get stuck in trees there, that sucks.
Yep. That looked like a real good setup. They were coming in, the enemy was right where they wanted them, and then this time it wasn't a miscommunication so much as a misexecution, because of just happenstance, I guess.
We'll take the Vambrins.
Ooh, scary here for Dude. There, oh. Very nice.
That's
That's
overextended.
Oh, why didn't you charge? Oh, that's not a Magnus. You can't charge. Oh, this Necro actually might go down.
Nah.
No, yeah, his own heals. I forgot about him and the Dazzle heal. It's enough.
It's going.
So he's going Lotus Orb.
I think that's what that is. Yeah. He's just gonna like randomly cast that on himself every now and then to make sure he's not getting charged.
We almost got Deso up on the Clinks. That's gonna be a good damage burst.
Oh yeah.
And Urn on on Spirit Vessel almost up on the Earthshaker, Earth Spirit. That's gonna be nice. Nobody particularly counters, but it's just a good item in general.
Agasara needs to run. She has nothing. She has the song. Just TP, man. Just leave.
Defensive song used. Now the Radiant feels pretty comfortable pushing another tower. They're getting up vision.
You don't really want to show in lane like that as a Naga Siren. You just want your illusions to be in the lane.
You're under vision, Mr. Stimmate. You're about to. Looks like our starter might be giving up his life. No. Oh, the roll into the Disruptor ult. Okay. Alright, they're chasing down the Disruptor. Big RP comes through. Dazzle with another save.
There, if Necrophos is under the tier 3, there's no way.
No way, hell. The RPs have been on point so far this game.
Okay. Pipsqueaker dodging.
Ooh, Pipsqueaker interrupts the rollout by. That's a nice play.
Fight a little bit, but the Venom against her will get out.
Very odd fight start there. The
Very strange.
The Slaughter gets way out of position, almost killed, but his team charges in at the right time. The Dire doesn't collapse fast enough. And then a nice ult by Disruptor, a nice ult by Magnus. A good save attempt by the Dazzle, but it's just not enough to turn the fight. And the Clinks did a good job to get the hell out of there and keep farming.
What, this Naga Siren's gonna go for her next item?
Yeah, I think the Naga was catching up, but has not gained ground on the Necro in the last like 2 minutes. We need her to go 3 or 4.
A lot for it.
Yeah, we need her to go 3 or 4 more minutes without dying and just farming well, and then she should overtake the Necro.
Okay. Makes sense. She's almost to that Diffusal Blade as well. Oh.
Vendo's doing some good work in these fights, though.
Ooh, Imclaw found by Spirit Breaker. That's good for Naga Siren. That works on illusions.
That's disgusting.
Yeah.
Alright, Dazzle's all the way bottom. He has a TP, though. He can get top if they need to. We got Dazzle drawn, telling him to go push the lane out. His team is chasing. They're trying to catch somebody. You got a Necro leading the charge because he feels confident with this new Lotus Orb. Clink's chasing as well. Starter speeding the hell away, trying to get out of there. You got a blink, but where are you going, Clink? Clinks couldn't see him, and he's going to get the TP. Very clutch TP. Holy cow. Clinks felt it. He said, I'm going to go chase this guy into the trees, but nothing to interrupt the TP, even if you do find him. Alright, and while all of that's happening, everyone's running across the map, running away, or running towards people. The Naga's just farming. And the Dire establishes another presence up here into the Radiant Triangle. Keeping up the wards. Very nice. Looks like they're trying to set up for T2 top, which honestly not a bad objective to get. It looks like this is the Dire's plan now, is try to take team fights and just take objectives. Force objectives, take team fights if you can. Don't let this Naga split split farm like this without losing something for it. I don't know if that's a good or a bad decision, but that's what they're doing.
I mean, Naga can keep 2 lanes pushed out. If 2 lanes are pushed out, I mean, Necrophos has to respond.
Yep, Necro is out now, and it looks like Radiant's trying to ping to catch somebody while the Necro's gone, but Magnus is a little bit too slow. Oh, catches him barely, and they're gonna catch the Veno. Actually, the rest of their team's trying to stay around to save the Veno. Gonna lose their lives for it too. No, what's happening here? It looks like the Radiant backed off.
They gave enough time for Necro to get back, though.
And now they're hanging out. They're hanging out. The
There's a
Necro's
load of
back in
form
it.
on him now.
Oh no, Radiant's giving it up like it's prom night.
And a BKB on this Magnus the whole time.
Oh,
There's
and
a
there's
song.
the BKB and the song. You
The
guys don't want
disruptor.
this.
Oh, this is about to be massive.
Oh, there's no Magnus,
Necrophos is
though.
on the outside, though.
Can the Naga do enough by herself? But there's no damage
She
coming out
can't.
by
She doesn't
anybody.
have any illusions.
Dire did the thing. They saved their guy just long enough to make the fight go on, and then all of the Radiant dies at the same time as the Naga just tries to run away. The image is doing a lot of damage to the Clinks, but the Clinks survives.
Naga doesn't have a TP either.
That's what we were talking about at the beginning of the game. That fight just took too long, in and out, couldn't quite get the kill. Necro made her way all the way back from middle, got back to the fight, and then that fight's just over as the Magnus TP's out. You don't want to take a fight when the Necro shows up and the Magnus shows out.
He waited too long.
Oh,
No,
he
he
kicked her away before rolling. Ouch, beastie. That's getting clipped. Look at all the tips come out. Oh man, great fight by the Dire though, really well executed. Good job baiting it out. Tornado stayed in there long enough to survive to save the Veno, who by all rights should have died there.
Yeah.
And I think the Veno ult just put the fear into the Radiant, who like no longer wanted to commit and just started running away, leaving I think it was the Magnus kind of alone. But with that, other than the fact that Naga TP'd in and had to run the hell away forever, she almost was caught up to the Necro if that rotation didn't happen. Oh, good glimpse. But you can roll... Okay, hold on. Can you roll through kinetic field, or did he just roll before the kinetic field came online all the way?
I was not looking at that part of the screen at that point. I was checking out the Magnus.
That's a question for the chat. Chat, let me know.
5 minutes.
5 minutes from now, let me know. I'll see, because there's nobody typing, so let us know. Dire's going Roche. Radiant knows it, and they're grouping around trying to decide how they want to approach, but the Venom boards are going to give them vision everywhere. They don't like this opportunity. But then the Dire doesn't feel that great about it either, so they're backing out because they're getting low. Oh no, Gambit out of position, a little too far forward. Slardar jumps into the back lines, trying to make something happen, but he's... Oh no. Oh, it's a huge RP, beautifully done. In comes the Pipsqueaker. Dazzle's here healing people. No one's going on the Dazzle, except, okay, 70 realizes it goes on him. Stimmate's running for his life. Necro's going at him, chasing him down. Veno's running away. Oh, Dire's turning this fight again. Nice buyback by the Earth Spirit, trying to catch this 70, and they do. The Necro wards around the Roche Pit make that a fight that the Radiant don't want to take. And then Gambit just gets a little too far forward on the Disruptor, a hero that you don't want to be in the front lines, and he just goes down early. Really good RP by Magnus, but it's not enough at that point because the rest of your damage has died or isn't in position.
Yeah.
And Dire take the Roche.
Naga's illusions just aren't living in these fights.
Yeah, the AoE damage we talked about with the Veno and the Earth Spirit, not enough to kill the illusions. Now with the Radiance and the Necro, all that together is enough to kill the illusions.
And I don't like the decision to go Basher.
Yeah, also not a lot of items yet on the the Naga. You need more items and more hit points on your illusions, and then maybe they'll survive long enough to do something in these fights.
He's not farming as quick as a Naga normally does, but it's still fast.
I do think it's because they keep taking the... I think it's DH went all in on this, let's make some fights happen and cause the Naga to come to us, and she's been coming to them and not farming, and it's working out, I think. I just got a text message about the vice presidential debate going on tonight, which I am purposefully not watching because I can't stand any more of that right now. Alright, They're going on the Veno. We got the stun. We got the stun. We got the
Should be an
stun.
easy kill. Nobody's
That's
nearby.
disgusting when that happens. If you're
Trigger
alone
gets the last
now,
hit, that's helpful.
I guess that's another reason why they're grouping. Because if you're alone, they've got a Slardar and a Spirit Breaker who can just ruin your life.
Ags queued up on Magnus.
Ooh. What does the Magnus Ags do? Remind me. That's the causes the
Lowers
shockwave
the
to come
cooldown.
out and back.
No, they changed it. It lowers the cooldown, the cast point, and the mana cost of Skewer. I don't know what values it lowers it to, but that's what it does generally.
Does it increase the range of Skewer at all?
Oh, 6-second cooldown.
Oh God.
For Skewer. Yeah, it's minus 10 seconds for the cooldown.
It's huge.
It's half the mana cost. And I don't know, cast points don't show up in tooltips, so I have no
Okay.
idea.
Oh.
I would like to imagine it just kind of removes it, like virtually. Close enough.
Interesting. Alright. Dire wants to take this fight again, but I don't know how I feel about that with no Veno nearby. Although, yeah, they're kind of shadowing the Radiant as they retreat. The Dire is just sort of following them around the map here. Veno's working his way even further back, catching up little by little, but farming along the way. And the Naga's just leading the charge of the circle, farming up. Naga's
Naga Siren needs that.
That is nice. The Naga is almost caught to the Necro now. One good team fight can cause this game to snowball for the Naga, but the Dire aren't going to let him have it easy. Alright, into the triangle.
Oh wait, that's Paladin Sword on Necro. That's pretty fun.
Does that increase?
Spell
Oh, it's the
lifesteal.
regeneration and healing. Yeah, that's nice.
I mean, Necro could go for an Octarine Core next item if he's thinking about keeping this Paladin Sword.
Oh, and there are no there is a Spirit Vessel and Spirit Breaker. Okay, so that's nice for the Naga. I didn't notice that he got that. A lot of pings coming out from the Dire. They're all pushing. The Naga has TP'd home. I'm thinking it might be a little too early. I might have pushed another wave or two down there, but
Venomancer almost has Ags. That's gonna hurt.
Naga wants to set up for this Disruptor ult. Is she gonna go in with the song?
Also separated though. It's gonna be hard for him.
There's the Fortify. It doesn't do any damage. It stops the Necro from right-clicking the tower. Big deal. The illusions are doing work, pushing bottom lane, but they really want to get a good initiation.
She can keep sending illusions out.
You can't really now though, right? You're all the way home base.
Her illusions, her Q lasts for 26 seconds.
There it is. You're not catching. Everyone's running away. You're not gonna get two. You're only getting one in the Disruptor ult. So it looks like they're gonna go for the Clinks. Magnus is silenced. Oh, BKB's off the silence. Gets a nice RP.
Oh, that fucking RP is amazing.
Everybody dies. Everybody
not
dies.
dying anymore. Well, he is kind of dying. They need to get out. They need to leave. Ooh, dude gets out. Does he take
Wow. Necro respawns from the Aegis,
Necro
but
is alone survivor.
everyone on
That
his
one
team dies.
as well as it could have? I wish. Oh man, that was just great.
That was a really nicely executed fight by the Magnus, particularly. The Dire did a really good job of spreading the hell out and not getting caught in that ult, but after the Disruptor ult went off, they collapsed a little too much, and this Magnus BKB'd off the silence, which I think caught him by surprise.
Do you see Dazzle's Courier right now? Like just north of Radiant Seeker Shop. It's kind of chilling on the stair. It goes.
Oh, I see.
It was just hanging out on that staircase. It's a full Abyssal for the Naga Siren. Nice. I would like to see a Scotty. I think, or if not a Scotty, just more control, like a Hex.
I really liked the Dire positioning there, and
Nullifier.
I really liked the Radiant's ability to get the heck out of that fight after the the Necro went down. They didn't hang around and think about it.
Oh,
All right, Dire's going back top to just do it again. They say we got this tower down 70%. What is the actual percentage?
Yep, there it
Yeah,
is.
64%.
Say, Aether Lens queued up on the Dazzle now. He wants to be nowhere near those RPs.
Yep. Oh, good split push coming in by the Radiant though. They said you guys are gonna take our buildings, we're gonna take yours right back, and then we'll come back and defend anyway when our ults are back up.
Actually, they might break the base first. No, they won't anymore.
Magnus
How
has
is
no
that
ult
for
for
it?
15 seconds though, so he doesn't want to be there yet. He's trying to do what he can until then. He says, if you're gonna take a building, we're gonna take a building too. Good trades going on here by both teams.
And I mean, Naga could just walk in and ult this realistically if she's in base.
I think she's going to right when the Magnus is ready. Like right now would be
Yeah.
the ideal time. They're all grouped. Ooh, a little too far away though to pop it. Okay. What just happened?
He didn't use it. He decided to cancel it. Only
Oh,
one
it
man.
only gets one man. And the Stimmate,
Yeah.
Slardar goes down. The Necro doesn't even die. Dire is destroying this fight. Not good for the Radiant.
Pipsqueak is almost dead. He doesn't have buyback. He's 28 gold away from it. He's gonna go for a TP. He's not getting that.
That is the beginning of the end of the game, actually. They're going to lose mid-racks
Yeah.
off of that. Possibly Mega Creeps now.
And I think Naga just has to buy back.
She can't do anything even if she does. This is just, they're not even bother going for Megas. They're just going to go end the game.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was just a poorly executed fight, man. The Naga waited a little too long on the ulti, and then the RP cancel. I think I like what he was doing, but didn't get any kills afterwards. And this Dazzle's positioning is being great. He's sitting back.
If they can just waste time for 5 more seconds, yeah, they get one tier 3. They'll get half or a full lane of racks here.
Yeah, they did. They wasted enough time. They're going to
They could
lose
look
their
to engage on
Q4s.
this, though. They could maybe win this fight.
The Dazzle's doing a good job of staying back. Like, nobody is getting the Dazzle ever, and that hurts the Radiant a lot.
They need to kill Dazzle. Oh,
There you go.
There it is. That's good.
Oh, nope. not quite.
BKB straight out.
Not quite enough. And now the Radiant are going to slowly die again and again. The Klink's doing so much damage. Yep, and that's going to be GG.
Yep, that's game.
Dire executed those last 2 fights really well, and I think honestly it was just the Radiant miscuing a little bit that was more than the Dire executing well, but Dazzle's positioning great, Necro just taking everything. Very well played, and that is the end of the series.
Game 1 was definitely just Digital Habitat just outplaying IH. I think that was like a good, like, a lot of the second game was like that too, but I think Indomitable Heart kind of threw that one pretty well for themselves in game 2.
Yeah, DH did a good job of staying spread out for the most part. They got a couple of chances for the Naga to catch them together, and the Naga didn't jump on it. She should have ulted and called Sarah, come back now, and then get 4 of them in Disruptor ult with a Magnus RP. That would have been the game, but well played by DH. Necro only dies 1 time. And almost...
Jaracopra MVP for the series, I think, in my opinion at least. He was the Medusa in game 1 as well, right?
Yeah, that last... I don't know. This game, though... Yeah, still maybe. The damage output from Klinks kind of really allowed him to clean up those fights at the end of those last 2 or 3 fights. And Tornado's Dazzle, always in position, every time, never out of position. And then, I mean, everybody played well. Venomancer also always had the words up, causing havoc. Even the fights where they started winning, where the Radiant started winning the fights, almost everyone died because of Veno doing his job and hitting everybody with all his spells. So it's just good job all around. And that'll do it for the cast. DH moves on in the playoffs for PAC. And we'll see who everybody faces next week when Grin plays whoever they're playing. VS? I don't remember. Anyway, thanks for watching, everybody. Have a great rest of the evening. And I'll put these VODs up shortly. Thanks for casting with me, Profanity.
Of course.